In this video, I'm going to talk about Christmas from a different perspective. The Bible tells us God created the heavens and the earth, and also God created man in his image. Man transgressed. The question comes to our mind, if God created man and that he transgressed, is it the responsibility of God to restore him? Not necessarily. But as we see in the parable of the prodigal son, the father was looking through the window every day, longing for his son's return. So too is our God. We read in Luke 11:20, but while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion for him. He ran to his son, threw his arms around him, and kissed him. The very God who spoke the vastness of the macrocosm, the intricacies of the microcosm, and the wonder of life into existence, chose to relinquish the splendor of heaven's golden palace. He walked through the glittering corridors of galaxies, stepped down through the shining pathways of stars, and humbly borrowed a human womb from a peasant woman in a remote village. Born in a lowly manger, he revealed himself to humanity. 2000 years ago, in that infant, the world beheld its first glimpse of God. This moment I call the eighth day of creation. No time in the history of humanity but once, one woman gave birth to a son without a man. 700 years ago, before the coming of the Messiah, the prophet Isaiah foretold in Isaiah 7:14, "The virgin shall conceive and give birth to a son, and you shall call his name Emmanuel." Emmanuel means God with us. Isaiah again reaffirms in 9:6. He calls this Emmanuel mighty God and wonderful counselor. Emmanuel means God with us. That is Jesus Christ, who has neither beginning nor end. He is always existing. However, as articulated in Psalm 92, before the mountains were brought forth, or ever yourself had formed the earth and the world, even from everlasting to everlasting, you are God. Jesus went one step further to reaffirm his divinity when he proclaimed in Matthew 28:20, "Lo, I am with you always." Jesus is revealing the great mystery that I am not only here on the earth physically at the here and now, but even in every moment of your life, in your breath and in every molecule of physical life called your DNA. Let me explain. The name of God in the Old Testament in Hebrew is Yahweh, as revealed to Moses. Yahweh mimics the sound of breathing. Yah mimics an inhale and Weh mimics an exhale. Thus, every breath silently speaks the name of God. In Greek, the name of God is Logos, meaning word in English. That refers to Jesus Christ. As articulated in John 1:14, the Word became flesh. This means God became man in Jesus Christ. DNA makes flesh and is made up of the DNA word A, T, C, and G, adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine. When God declares, "I am always with you," Jesus or God is always present in every DNA of your life. When God says in John 3:16, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son," it implies Yahweh is sending Yahweh. Isaiah 48:16-22 reads, "From the beginning of time I was there, and now, Lord, Yahweh has sent me, empowered by the Spirit." This is what Yahweh, your kinsman and redeemer, the Holy One of Israel says, "I am Yahweh your God." God the Father sending God the Son to be with us as Emmanuel physically on the earth, and is always with us as the Yahweh, the eternal Logos. The infinite God can become finite man in Jesus while remaining eternal. Only this God in Jesus can save the fallen humanity, because Jesus means salvation. This is the true meaning of Christmas. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please share, like and subscribe. Make sure to give your comments. Thank you.